Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another short episode of ASKgufish, where we check out another one of the brand new 2021 guitar lineups that's just dropped. Jordan's been working overtime to get these edited. Hit that like button or you'll be sad, and let's just jump into it. Dude, have you seen the new roasted maple neck Squier lineup? Drool emoji. Yeah, there has been a ton of buzz around the new Squier line. Like, okay, Fender have absolutely brought it this year. Charvel and Jackson are going back to high quality made in Japan models. Marty Friedman has a new purple cracked mirror single cut. EVH has a ton of crazy new colors. Not to mention their own lineup, Fender's adding stainless steel frets. What the fuck? Is this real life? Over here, people were thinking a threat to the end of democracy meant that 2021 was gonna be a bad year. Nah, dude, the new gear is sick. Don't sleep on Squier though, because their new additions to the Contemporary series are just like, what the hell, Squier? I thought LTD adding stainless steel frets to all their 1000 series guitars would be the biggest game changer of the year for import guitars. Then Squier's all like, yo, hold my beer. How about roasted maple necks on $400 guitars? How does that sound? Well, Squier, that sounds fucking incredible. Tell me more. Now, if you're not familiar with what roasted maple is or why it's a big deal, here's the TLDR. The basic idea is you subject it to some kind of heat treatment to harden it, get all the moisture out, and therefore make it more resistant to environmental factors. It won't move or expand as much from temperature or humidity changes. And just a few years ago, this used to be a super high-end feature. It was really only on custom builds. People were still trying to figure it out, the techniques, the technologies needed. There weren't the facilities available to do this on mass-produced guitars. So the fact that we're here at the beginning of 2021 talking about Squier putting roasted maple necks on sub $500 guitars is nuts. My absolute favorite of the new Squiers is the Contemporary Strat HHFR. Why? Well, it comes in gunmetal metallic and the amazing shell pink pearl. Like, I just said I wish Charvel did more with shell pink and roasted maple. It's such a sick combo. Why aren't they putting it into a dual humbucker Strat? And then Squier's like, yeah, well, if they're not gonna do it, we got you. It's got a poplar body, which I'm not crazy about, and a licensed Floyd, which I'm not crazy about either, but for 450 bucks, shell pink with a roasted maple neck and fingerboard, black headstock with chrome logos, it looks so sick. I can suck it up, block the trem. They've also sculpted the neck heel like on the Jim Root models for extra comfort. Just like on the other Contemporary series models, it's got a 12-inch fingerboard radius, slightly flatter than what you find on a normal Strat to help improve shreddability. I mean, if the neck and the fretwork are good, that looks to be an amazing mod project platform. Just block the trem, swap out the pickups, or who knows, I haven't tried the SQR Atomic humbuckers. They may be good already. I remember a few years ago, you could expect them to be super harsh, cheap sounding ceramics. Well, I mean, we're here talking about a Squier with a roasted maple neck. Times are changing. There's also a wacky looking Contemporary Stratocaster Special. 3 single coils, 1 neck, 2 arranged in like a kind of de facto slanted humbucker. Comes in black and in the crazy Skyburst metallic. I love the latter color so much more, but the black comes with that sick metal pickguard. So I'm torn. Poplar bodies, roasted maple necks, and fingerboards, same painted headstock with the chrome logos. And I've just realized that they're the huge 70s style headstocks. So freaking dope. You know, this would make for a real sick mod project too, because with that triple single configuration, there's a lot that you could do with that. Throw in 2 single-size humbuckers in the bridge position, like a couple of hot rails or JB Juniors, or coils in the bridge. Could you even imagine the chugs? Someone needs to do that. For science. The 2-point trem is also easier to swap out with any number of replacement parts compared to a Floyd. I mean, yeah, the more I look at it, the more I want to mod it to within an inch of its life. There's also a hardtail version that comes in pearl white and sunset metallic. They've got roasted maple necks matched with Indian Laurel fingerboards. Indian Laurel, it's okay. Then again, I'm not a huge fan of how rosewood or rosewood alternatives feel in general. Give me maple or ebony every time, and because roasted maple is more resistant to temperature and humidity changes, I trust it to have less of a chance of early fret sprout, especially on more affordable guitars than Indian Laurel. But then the Contemporary Telecaster RH is great as well. It comes in pearl white, gunmetal metallic, and shoreline gold. The RH stands for the rail humbucker in the bridge. I'm not super crazy about any of the colors. Black Tele hardware also looks a bit odd to me, but I love that neck. Roasted maple fingerboard with black binding, so freaking classy. It looks incredible. And the last of the new series is the Contemporary Jaguar HHST. Shoreline gold and Skyburst metallic. These colors work so well with the Jaguar with all its crazy front controls and chrome. The ST stands for stop tailpiece, referring to that and the Tunematic style bridge. Roasted maple neck and Indian Laurel fingerboard. I mean, as I said, I think they've nailed the colors for this one. It's not often that you get a Jaguar with dual humbuckers, let alone with a roasted maple neck. So that's cool if you're a fan of this shorter 24-inch scale length model. But like, this is actually incredible. Squier adding roasted maple to sub $500 guitars is not at all something I would have called for this year. I mean, Fender themselves only really started embracing roasted maple in limited capacities last year, or maybe it was the year before, but certainly not that long ago. I remember it was a big deal when they released that replacement roasted maple neck, especially with how limited production capacity still is worldwide. I totally did not expect Squiers with roasted maple necks for, I don't know, I'm not sure I ever really expected them to have it, honestly. It's not really something that I'd ever considered. You can argue, yes, Harley Benton has had it on these $350 models for a while, but they're a house brand and they only ship from Germany. These Squiers brought roasted maple to the masses. There will be sub $500 guitars with roasted maple hanging on the walls of every Guitar Center, every Sam Ash in the country, and in stores across the world, because Squiers are literally sold everywhere. It's honestly insane what they've done here. And going forward, it's really gonna push other budget brands too. At risk of sounding incredibly spoiled, I'm kind of sad that there aren't any non-contemporary options with that roasted maple neck and fingerboard as well. Like a nice Daphne blue Telecaster or surf green Strat. Something more traditional, but with that quite significant upgrade at a very affordable price point. Either way, it's clear that we're entering the age of affordable roasted maple, and I am all about it. Let's fucking go. So those are my thoughts. What do you think of the new Squier lineup? Are you like me and you're pumped, or are you not as impressed? Why not? And what models would you most like to see demos on? Personally, totally plan on getting a Stratocaster special on the channel this year because I need to know if they're any good. If they're as awesome in real life as they seem on paper, this is an absolute game changer for budget guitars. And I also really want to try some 4-coil chugs. But that's just me. And I just want to take a quick second and thank Jared Cruz and the rest of the amazing people that support me over on Patreon. I've been really trying to be on top of my content game this year, and the support has been incredible in the push to 100K. It's helped me bring on an editor to get more videos out quicker, and this whole thing just would not be possible without you guys. A lot more to come in 2021. If you want to directly support what I do as well, join the Patreon community, get bonus perks like MP3s and tabs to all the demo tracks and exclusive Discord server roles. Link in the description if that's something you're interested in. Halsey Gang says, /Epiphones hot off the press. You called it, good sir. Yep, I did call it. Although to be fair, we kind of saw this coming from a long way. Not a lot of details though, besides that, well, they're on their way. And the Epiphone collection will pretty much match up one-to-one with the Gibson / collection. Appetite Burst, November Burst, Victoria Gold Top, Vermilion Burst, Anaconda Burst. The gang is all here. At least on the electric side, we'll see about the acoustic. I mean, this channel, we mostly care about the Les Pauls anyways, right? And Epiphone have done the Anaconda Burst before. I actually demoed it, and it looks like there will be some differences. The previous release had an ebony fingerboard, which I actually found to be one of the selling points over the Gibson. It was like a green standard with a thick 50s neck and an ebony fingerboard. So dope. This looks like it'll be more true to the Gibson version and stick with rosewood. Really curious to see though what pickups they go with these new Epiphones. Will they be the signature Seymour Duncan's in pretty much all his other signatures, or will they be the same custom / burst buckers that come stock in the Gibson collection? Again, right now we're Jon Snow, we know nothing, but that vermilion red Les Paul is looking very tasty. But yeah, just my initial thoughts. I'm a sucker for all things Les Paul. These colors are great. Previously only available as super expensive $3,000 Gibson models. These Epiphones will be much more affordable, probably under $1,000. So I'm already pretty pumped for these. What do you think? And that'll do it for this short episode of AskGufish. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss any new uploads. Patreon merch to support the channel and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'm off to go film another one. See you then.